Avoidant men do not bond during sex in the same way that other people do. Most of them need some very specific types of interactions to really immerse with you and connect with you so that they will bond fully and completely. There's a whole separate bonding hormone that most women have never heard about before. We're going to talk about that today, and I'm going to show you exactly how to get him connected with you in the bedroom so that you are the love of his life. Welcome back to this channel. I'm Adam Lane Smith, the attachment specialist. If you are just joining us for the first time, maybe you're coming in off one of those viral TikToks talking about men and women and bonding. Maybe you're here from my Instagram channel. Maybe you're in from a podcast. I'm glad that you're here, and I am loving to connect with you right now and talk about love and affection and kindness, especially in the bedroom, because this is a big, big topic that most people have never tackled before, especially with avoidant men. Now, when I say get him bonded to you, this is not going to be a video about tricks and manipulations and how to maneuver him into trusting you in a way that he has never trusted someone before and he doesn't want to trust you. What I'm going to show you here today is a strategy that you can use for the rest of your life to really immerse with a man who cares about you, who happens to be avoidant, and how to draw him into a deeper connective experience where he sees you for who you are. He accepts your love, which he needs and doesn't understand, and he can stay bonded to you for life. Okay? Let's jump into this right now and let's go. Now, the bonding hormone you need to know about immediately is not oxytocin. Most women have heard of oxytocin, the love hormone, the snuggle hormone. When an avoidant man is stuck over in his stress mode, in his high levels of cortisol, it blocks the reception of oxytocin. So a lot of women jump into bed with an avoidant man thinking this will make him love me. Then she snuggles with him. She lets him do kind of whatever, gives him carte blanche, like I love you, you could do whatever you need to, and takes care of him, tries to nurture him, and thinks, okay, that's it. I feel close to him, therefore he must feel close to me. Now, most avoidant men during the bedroom act are releasing a lot of dopamine. They're feeling good, but it's very much like sucking down a big, giant, sugary ice cream, okay? Very few of them are releasing that heavy levels of oxytocin, and especially associated with you, he may get a little bit of oxytocin. What it does is move the fluid along at the end, and that's about it. Okay. He is not likely to be bonding with you in the way that you are. Just because you feel close does not mean that he is. Even if you had an overwhelming, amazing experience and he had you swinging from the chandelier, it's not real bonding for him most of the time. Again, he's not a sociopath. He enjoyed the time with you, but it's more of a dopamine exchange experience. He probably will come back later when he's hungry, but he's probably not going to immerse with you afterward. He's probably not going to snuggle with you after, share his life, want to get married, want to have babies. That's not usually how that's going to work for avoidant men. Okay. Instead, he is looking to bond through a hormone called vasopressin. Now, he may not even know this exists, but vasopressin is the hormone released when you solve challenges together. Let's go back to hunter-gatherer days. Men who are high stress, high risk focus, who would they bond best with? Usually other people who helped them survive, which means solving problems. So let's go back to hunter-gatherer days. Me and Jack and Steve are going to go out and we're going to hunt some big monster creature. And suddenly the monster creature stomps on Steve. And Steve is now dead. Steve is squished. And it's me and Jack. And Jack and I look at each other. And then we make an agreement. We will get through this together. And we survive. We kill the animal. We get its meat. We drag it home to our family. Who do you think I am likely to have bonded with? Jack. My brain, especially as a man, we have more vasopressin receptors than women do because we're more likely to be in our sympathetic nervous system, that stress mode, and on purpose be facing stress and danger for protection and providing. Okay, women are not designed to do that as often. You can, but you're not built neurologically to be as resilient consistently about it. This is why there's a million TikTok videos about women saying, I'm so tired of being in my masculine, meaning I'm endlessly facing sympathetic nervous system stress and high levels of cortisol, and it's burning me out and I'm exhausted. I don't even want to live my life. Men are designed to do that, come home and get soothing, but men are supposed to bond through vasopressin. Okay. If he's not bonding with you through vasopressin, actually the research shows that your ability to form a long-term relationship is very low. Vasopressin is more predictive for long-term marital success than oxytocin is, even emotional intimacy. If Jack stays my best buddy forever because we keep hunting meat together forever. I am always going to keep Jack by my side as my best bro, and we are never going to separate. Nothing will keep us apart. If you've ever seen like Marine veterans who are 95 years old in wheelchairs at big national events, and they wheel them up and they're like so joyous to see each other and they hug and cry, that's the power of a vasopressin bond. Now, women who jump into bed with these men hoping he'll oxytocin bond, if he is always in stress mode, he is always hunting a giant mammoth, and the mammoth is always about to squish somebody, he is not thinking, that's a scary mammoth. I'm kind of nervous. Who could I hug? Who could I snuggle right now? He's going to say, who helps me fight mammoths and stay alive? That's the bonding. So it's not the emotional sex bonding, because his oxytocin receptors are actually blocked during that stress mode, which he's in all the time, by the way. His vasopressin receptors are open. If you ladies want to bond with a man through sex or out of the bedroom, you need to be activating vasopressin with him. If you don't do this, okay, I'm going to be really clear. If you don't vasopressin bond with him, you are probably a dopamine experience for him. You're his favorite hamburger. I call this the cheeseburger effect. You're his favorite cheeseburger, and he's the love of your life. He will come to you when he's hungry, and you will always want more because he's not willing to give you more because you're a cheeseburger. If you don't want to be a cheeseburger, you need a vasopressin bond, okay? You need to initiate vasopressin bonding. By initiating vasopressin bonding, you actually help him feel calm and safe in your presence, which then opens up those oxytocin receptors so he can begin oxytocin with you and oxytocin bonding with you. That's ultimately what he needs. You need to be offering vasopressin instead of oxytocin right up front, okay? Absolutely important for avoidant people because they lack that oxytocin bonding initially. You have to be doing this. If you're not doing this, you will not keep him, and he will probably not bond to you long term. So the role of sex. What does it look like to initiate vasopressin bonding in and out of the bedroom? Well, number one, in the bedroom, avoidant men really do like sex and physical affection a lot. But in the bedroom, if you are doing things together, trying new things, having new experiences, not just for endless dopamine binges, you need to be having shared experiences together. But especially, ladies, have you ever had a guy who's like, all right, we're going to give you like 10 orgasms today. And you're like, that seems like a lot. Why such an arbitrary number? And he's like, it's got to be 10. It's got to be a round number, right? What he's actually trying to do is set a target for both of you to achieve. Men actually bond by hitting targets together, by achieving things together, by unlocking goals together. That's actually how men bond. So when he comes into the bedroom, he's like, all right, we've got a goal today. But it's not like to do things at you. It's to achieve things with you, like a target number. That's it, right? How long can we go? How many times can we go? How many times can I have a climax? How many times can you? Like setting little goals together and achieving them together. This is one way of vasopressin bonding. This is what a lot of anxiously attached women in particular get wrong about avoidant men. Is she's just like, okay, hey, whatever you want. Cool. You want to do that? You want to use that? You want to wear that? You want me to wear that? Just tell me. And whatever's going to give you a good experience, we'll just do. So what's he going to default to? The most recent videos he saw that were really spicy, stuff he's wanted to try, things that gave him dopamine release in the past, this one thing that his first girlfriend did for him that he's always loved, like little stuff like this where he's going to be using your body and engaging with you as almost like a passive participant, that he's just engaging with you and he's giving you pleasure and getting validated by the noises you're making. But it's this endless dopamine fest, okay? The biggest problem that women usually have in relationships with avoidant men is that they are very passive and allowing. Passive and permissive, okay? You allow whatever, not maybe everything, but you allow whatever, and then you're passive there to receive and do whatever he wants. It needs to be active participation, setting goals, trying to do cool things, laughing about it, high-fiving, engaging in fun, having a fun experience together instead of just give him the time of his life or let him give you the time of your life. Again, exchanging dopamine. That's what needs to be avoided. The importance of emotional connection alongside that physical intimacy is very, very crucial here. Eye contact, talking, pausing. Most women are afraid to pause a guy and like pause him during and like laugh with him, tickle him, play with him, roll around. It's okay, even once things are in, to pull them out and then roll around, laugh, play, have fun. It should be a fun experience, not like, okay, we're doing this thing I saw on the internet last night. We're going to go start to finish. We're going to run through in one scene, people, one take. We're going to be done. Then I'm going to get in my car and leave. Won't even put my pants on, right? No, let's do this in a couple stages. Let's stop. Let's have fun together. The emotional connection needs to happen. It is absolutely crucial that you be talking, that you be sharing, you be asking for things. Ladies, ask for something. I don't mean in the middle of it, you ask for a pet pony or something like that. Like, will you buy me a pony after this? No, but stop and say, hey, let's try something cool. Can I try this for you? Hey, what's something you'd like to try right now? Hey, what can we do? Hey, you know what? You haven't done X, Y, or Z. Can I do that for you really quick? Can we exchange, talk back and forth, share, have an active experience together? This is in the bedroom. Okay. When you start taking that active participant role, what's really cool is you're working with him and you're disrupting his flow. The problem, and this is a good thing, the problem with most avoidant men is they get really, really good at building experiences for other people, and they stop building experiences for themselves, or they only think that it's an experience for each solo person at a time. This is an experience for her, then I will get my experience. When you disrupt that, and you're saying, no, we're going to build this experience together. We're going to have fun. Oh, why do you want to make me happy? I don't understand. Do that. Interrupt the flow. Push back a little. Have fun. Okay. Run around, roll around, tackle, wrestle, tickle, laugh, bite, not too hard, but whatever. Have those fun experiences. Share them together. Hit targets, hit goals. Make it an active experience. Ladies, think back right now. Have you had active experiences? And I don't mean where you were just the aggressor who just did a bunch of stuff and you flooded him with dopamine. I meant are you an active participant, talking, laughing, sharing, asking questions in the middle, clarifying, right? Are you an active participant, or are you giving him an experience at the expense of your own experience? If you're giving him an experience, hoping that will bond him to you, it probably will not. You will be his favorite cheeseburger, and he will be the love of your life, and your heart will be broken when he leaves you for another cheeseburger. Because guys will eat at the same restaurant over and over and over, but they also like trying new restaurants. But a man who is truly intimately bonded will protect that bond. That's the difference, okay? You're not a restaurant. You're not a cheeseburger. I am not a cheeseburger, okay? Say it with me. I am not a cheeseburger. So don't act like they're like a cheeseburger. Don't sit there on a plate in the bedroom waiting to get eaten. I mean that in a number of ways. Don't sit there waiting. Get engaged. Get active. And again, this doesn't mean you have to go become a dominatrix. It means get involved. Share those moments with him. Talk, laugh, hit targets. Can this change an avoidant man? Yes. Understanding and patience is crucial, right? You're not going to do this once and he's like, marry me. That's not really how it's going to happen. Not usually. Well, maybe, but not usually. Maybe if you actually have an additional, like you finish the act and you're like, and now I've also made you this cheeseburger. Maybe then, but patience, understanding. Vasopressin is just one factor in a complex equation, but it does begin to open up his oxytocin receptors. So after, what you might notice is he's a little more snuggly. He's a little more open to connecting with you. Maybe he lays down and puts his head on your chest. Maybe he lays down and pulls you onto his chest. He's actually close. You go, whoa, he's never this snuggly. This is a little different. Share those moments. Okay. Vasopressin opens the doorways for oxytocin and trust. Most avoidant men only learn to trust first through vasopressin, and then when their guard is down, they begin bonding in deeper ways that they don't even understand. It doesn't magically transform someone instantly overnight. It opens the door for those transformations. Then you can have conversations. You can say, I noticed that you got a lot more bonded with me. Is it because I'm more active with you and we're doing stuff together and then you trust me more? What can I do to guard that trust? How can I make sure that I'm worthy of that trust and I don't hurt you like so many other people have? I will let you down at some point eventually, but how can I make sure it's not a bad one and that we can come back from it? What do I need to do so that when we're not perfect for each other, we can still be good for each other and good to each other? What can we do? Have those conversations. The goal of this vasopressin bonding through sex is not like, ha ha ha, now I own him. I'll get his bank account. The goal is now he understands you care about him and he trusts you. What do you do with that trust? How do you deepen that bond? Do you do it on him, like in his brain, or do you do it with him and talk to him about these experiences and share with him and figure out what he wants too? I hope it's that one. I hope that's the one. I hope that's what I'm inspiring in people on this channel, is to do it with people and talk with them and bond with them and share with them. That's ultimately the goal. And if you guys aren't doing that, stop it and go bond and do it with those people. I am not here to teach avoidant people to manipulate anxious people or to teach anxious people to manipulate avoidant people. That's not this game, okay? I'm not Andrew Tate. I'm not Shira 7. I'm not out here teaching you to manipulate and hurt other people or take from them. My goal is purely to help you build collaborative, loving relationships. And sometimes that begins by stopping being a cheeseburger and being an active participant instead. So if you need more information on this and you're going to vasopressin bond with him in the bedroom, but you'd also like to bond with him outside the bedroom and you want information on how to do those deeper conversations, how to really connect with him in a better way, I do have my Avoidant Man video course. It's available, How to Love an Avoidant Man. It will be linked down below in the description. It's also on my website. Most women take this and they are blown away at the new language in there for how to phrase things to him and get really good conversation results so that he understands you and listens, how to share your needs in a very clear, measurable way, but also how to invite him into a deeper, trusting, intimate relationship that can last a lifetime. Remember that vasopressin bonding is the #1 hormone for long-term relationships staying together, even better than emotional intimacy. Start with it, end with it, and do all the great things in the middle. And if you need those great things, check out the How to Love an Avoidant Man course. Guys, if this was helpful, please like, comment, subscribe, drop a comment below. Avoidant guys, do you like it better when the woman is just like a cheeseburger on a plate waiting to be eaten? Or do you prefer when she is actively connecting with you? Actually, let me ask another question. Have you even had a woman actively participate and connect with you in the bedroom? If you did it make a difference? You don't have to do graphic details. Just, did it make a difference to you? Did it seem different? Did you think of her differently? Did you bond differently? Did building an experience together in the bedroom have a different effect than when she just lets you do whatever and makes it your job to try to build the system and the care and the loving all in that bedroom at once? If it wasn't just your job, did it make a difference? Let me know. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm Adam Lane Smith, the attachment specialist. I am always here to help. Drop a comment below if you need that assistance, and I'll be there.